All right, guys, let's talk about something I'm hearing everywhere right now. The idea that a housing crash is coming. You hear it on YouTube, on TikTok, headlines, even your uncle at Thanksgiving or whatever, right? But here's the thing. That noise is actually freezing a lot of buyers and sellers today. I want to cut through it and show you 3 simple graphs that prove we're not heading for a 2008 repeat. You've got 2 groups who are nervous right now. Buyers are sitting on the sidelines thinking, I'll wait for the market to crash so I can get a killer deal. A recent NAR survey said that 32% of people think that's the only way they'll ever afford a home. And then you've got homeowners worried that if they sell and the prices drop, they're gonna lose their money or buy at the top again. So the fear is real, but it's based on a misunderstanding of what's actually happening. Let's go back to Econ 101 in college, right? When supply is low and demand is high, prices go up. You flip that and the prices go down, right? So right now, inventory is rising a little bit for sure, but it's way too low for the amount of people who want homes. There's just not enough supply. We have more people than housing inventory right now. And that right there is the biggest reason there won't be a crash. Graph number 1 shows the total number of home sales today versus the home sales in 2008. Bottom line, we would need 3 times the number of homes we have today just to match the starting point of the last crash. A crash happens when tons of people sell and there aren't enough buyers. But right now, people are doing the opposite. They're holding on to their homes because they've got a 2 or a 3% mortgage rate they never want to give up, right? So we simply don't have the conditions for a price collapse. People say, but the builders are going crazy. Actually, they're not. New construction is a bigger piece of the market than normal, but that's only because builders were underbuilding for over a decade after the last crash. Today's building pace isn't flooding the market, it's barely catching up. So again, inventory is rising, but it's nowhere near enough to push prices down. Foreclosures and short sales were a massive part of the 2008 crash. That's not what's happening now though. Lending standards are way tighter. We actually have qualified buyers today. So while foreclosures have ticked up slightly, which is normal, they're still below typical healthy market levels. We're not seeing a wave of distressed properties, not even close. And just to put a cherry on top, Business Insider put out a statement saying this: though many Americans believe the housing market is at risk of crashing, economists overwhelmingly do not expect to crash in 2025 or beyond. Straight from the people who study this stuff every day. So look, this isn't 2008. The data does not point to a bubble. It points to a market that's tight on supply, full of really qualified buyers, and nowhere near a crash scenario. So your decision should be based on real data, not the loudest person on social media.